Hey, girlfriends, and welcome back to Cocaknotz, home of the Long Hair Society. Over here, we only care about long hair, so don't ask us about nothing else. But what is this? Girl, oh my gosh. You would think that I set these people up to come on camera looking like this to make my views go up, but I swear to you, this how it really be. What is this? Who do you think you are? Who do you think I am? No, I'm just kidding. I really am the best at this. So, girl, I got you. Now, my niece, you remember when I put these twists in her hair, right? Well, honey, when I say I would never, ever do this type of protective style again, I mean it. And I'm going to show y'all why in just a minute. But before I even tackle any type of natural hair, you know I don't like to touch hair when it's dry. So I got to soften up that hair because I'm a soft girl and I live a soft life. So I don't be dealing with nothing rough, including rough hair. So you're going to grab your main Magic Elixir and you're going to grab about 2 ounces. Well, you're going to need a full bottle of water. So go ahead and fill that water bottle up. Put your main Magic Elixir drops in, shake it up. Now you have conditioned, softened water. And this is what your natural hair is going to appreciate. Now I need y'all to come closer and look at this. Like, this is a full-blown dreadlock in the middle of her hair. You know what? Let me just go ahead and grab my main Magic Detangler because I'm obviously going to need it. When it comes to dealing with any type of matted hair, any type of knotted hair, I have to use the main Magic Elixir in combination with the detangler. These are all natural products, meaning no chemicals, no BS, just straight nature. So if it don't work, you got to take it up with God because he made it. I just put it in the bottle, okay? Now she got about like 4 or 5 dreadlocks up in her hair. And I don't understand how this happened. Like, what? Why? So I'm just wetting down everything with this soft and conditioned water, making sure it just go ahead and marinate in there real quick just to loosen it up a little bit. And when I did her hair, this is not the first time I gave her passion twist, but it was the first time that look at that. Come on now. But it is the first time that I made it into the boho look by having little pieces of human hair out. So that was the difference that I did this time around. And she put a bonnet on every night, but I think everything just got mangled in and just rubbed together, and that loose human hair just started creating dreadlocks in her hair. Now, she did remove most of her twists herself, and then she was like, oh girl, I'm gonna leave 4 for you because they're a little, tangle. And something told me to look at that hair a week before, but I said no, it's straight. So when I look at it and I see these, girl, when I tell you this was testing my sobriety, and I don't even have nothing I'm sobering up from. But when I tell you this was testing me because I did not expect to deal with this. I thought it was going to be easy breezy, removing a passion twist hairstyle. But baby, when I tell you, I was nervous for her. I was like, girl, you probably going to lose some hair. Like, what happened? Okay, if she would have went to somebody else, my poor niece, they would have ripped out all her hair or told her it needed to be cut. And that brings me to anyone who's dealing with severely matted hair. Listen, before you go extreme and cut your hair, calm down. There may be a way for you to remove that dreadlock, that mat, all those knots. You really just have to take your time and really give these two products a go round, because who wants to cut their hair? You already pissed off that it's tangled. You already scared that you're going to lose some by ripping out of your hair. But to actually cut your hair off and go from waistline to a short bob because you had some tangles in your hair, nah, that's not gonna happen. So I had to take my time, and I really had to trust these products and saturate the hair nicely and just take my time. Her hair was shrinking up, it was bunching up. As you can see, it looked a mess. It's like you can't even tell what's going on. If somebody just walked up on his hair, they'll be like, they want to know where to start. So, listen, if you are dealing with this situation, just breathe, okay? Number one, do not use conditioner. I'm going to say it again. Do not grab any conditioner from your local grocery store or any type of regular conditioner. Don't do that. Definitely don't shampoo your hair with no shampoo, because you are going to regret that, okay? Trust me. What you want to use is a lot of water, preferably conditioned softened water, and you definitely want to use an oil-based detangler. Now, mine's the best. I don't know about anybody else who got something better than mine, okay? And listen, I done dealt with some heads, okay? So go ahead and get mine from Cocaknotz.com and save yourself the trouble. Then you're going to need like a pointed comb of some sort, and you can use the tail of a comb or some type of pointed comb. And you're going to take your time and just literally go centimeter by centimeter and just start to remove. Okay? Switch it around. Go from the front, from the back, from the side. Do whatever you got to do to untangle your hair. Do it gently and do it slowly. Get it in your mind that you're going to be here for some hours, okay? This process took me an hour just to take out 4 dreadlocks, okay? Maybe even an hour and a half. I was pissed off because I was already doing her hair late and I was already doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? So I was already feeling some type of way. Now, what if your hair is a little bit more matted than this and you need something better than a tail comb or some type of pointed stick of a comb? You may want to get yourself a pet detangling brush. Yes, they sell it on Amazon, or you can walk your behind up inside PetSmart and go in there and act like you buying a little pet detangling thing for your dog. Make sure you got your bonnet on or a scarf and take it home and slowly use that to kind of unmat your hair, because if it's good enough for pets, it can kind of be used on your hair, but go very slow. And that's if you're dealing with something very extreme. But like I said, don't use shampoo, don't use conditioner. Use plenty of water and use an oil-based detangler, or create your own. But if you ain't got time for that, girl, go ahead and buy mine. And you're gonna want to take it, come on now, what is this? This must be the big mama one, because I thought I got through the other ones, but this right here is the grandmammy, granddaddy dreadlock. Look at this. Do you see how that human hair got tangled all around her twist? She only had this twist in for less than a month, okay? How did this happen? Girl, when I tell you, look at this. Look at my other niece looking like, you know what I'm saying? She like, what the hell? She like, I hope my hair don't do that when it start growing, right? It ain't, girl. But this is too much. And I can imagine if my niece has to take this out on her own. So if you're dealing with hair that is severely matted like this, you better go ahead and buy your cousin some dinner, some lunch. Ask your baby daddy to help you out. Just get some help, because this might be too much for you and I don't want you getting frustrated with it. Or definitely seek some type of professional. You can try to seek me out, or I don't really know of too many people who detangle like that, but it got to be some people out there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely take your time. As you can see, her hair is shrunken up, is matted up in there. And I really was like, oh my gosh, girl, I think you're going to lose a lot of hair. I was really scared for my niece, because my niece got a lot of hair. I done grew her hair from chin length to past waist length. And for it to just be all gone from one hairstyle, girl, I would be so devastated. And she would be devastated too, because we love our hair and we would hate to use some fake hair just for a hairstyle and lose all our real natural hair over some fake ass style. I remember back in the day when my hair would be severely tangled after removing any type of hairstyle I got done. Back then, I was girl, you couldn't tell me. When I tell you I ain't had no sense, I would literally just go ahead and slap a perm on it just to help detangle it. You know what I'm saying? To get it straight. And I figured if it was straight, it would be easy to untangle. Girl, I was crazy. And you know what? Back then, I would just rip my hair out. I wouldn't even care. Girl, I'll just start ripping and combing it out. But you can't do that. Your hair is a body part. You ain't just gonna rip off your skin if you have a rash show up on it. You ain't gonna do that. You know, you're gonna figure out a way to get your skin to calm down. And that's the same thing you gotta do with your hair. You just can't get frustrated and just do away with it. No, you gotta figure it out. You gotta take your time. There are so many resources out there available to help you deal with any type of hair or scalp situation. So don't ever get frustrated with your hair. If you need to go get a glass of wine, or better yet, a bottle, go get that bottle, girl, and calm down, okay? And just take your time and really untangle your hair, because if it got tangled, that means it created some type of tangling pattern. So you just gotta untangle that pattern. And always remember, when you're detangling your natural hair and you're dealing with any type of matting or knotting, don't ever feel that you need all this product to help untangle it. You don't. You need a lot of water. Tons and tons of water. When I'm doing this right now, I'm using about 90% water and 10% of this Magic Detangler, because I know water is what's going to really make the hair be able to manipulate a little bit more. Okay, so definitely don't feel like you need 3 bottles of my main Magic Detangler. I didn't even use a quarter of this bottle to take out these 5 dreadlocks. So definitely understand that you have to use tons of water when you're dealing with any type of tangling. Okay, so make sure you get that elixir so you can soften and condition that water, because you don't want to be using dry, hard water on no dry, matted, knotted hair. That's not going to make no sense, and it's just going to keep drying out the more you go through it. So you definitely want to use water that has been softened and conditioned so it doesn't dry out too fast while you're working on a dreadlock, working on a mat, working on a knot. So I'm finally almost finished with this last twist, knot, matted, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just so relieved, but I'm still a little bit nervous to see how her hair is doing, because I don't want to tear out any of her hair. And I really tried my best to go slow, but her hair was just combining with the hair extension. They were like hugging and wrapped around each other. So I didn't want the hair extension like literally slicing her hair strands. So after I take them all out, I'm going to assess her hair. I still have to put her hair in sections to get it ready for a shampoo. And you want to make sure you finger detangle your hair very, very good before you go into any shampooing or hair cleansing, because you don't want to retangle everything that you just untangled. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to show you how to properly section this hair before you go ahead and wash the hair. Listen, if you're not subscribed, you definitely want to subscribe to this channel. Make sure you like and comment.